Hello everybody, in this video I have an amazing game for you called Gravewood High. Now, this game is described on Steam like that. A highly replayable stealth horror game set in high school with destructible environments, randomized level layouts, and smart opponent that develops new abilities the more you play. Now, if you play the game Hello Neighbor, this is kind of in a similar concept. But this game just blew me away. One of the better games that I played in 2021. Now basically we need to find missing children in a school, and this school is like any other school. This is just a crazy place that things changes constantly, and there's a creepy teacher inside, really creepy teacher.
And the adults, they're hiding something. There's not much time left. We have to save them. What's wrong? Answer me! For God's sake, he's after you! Run! Run!
Now the game takes place in school, and it combines different type of puzzles and that you need to solve, and you move around the environment. There's destructible environment, by the way, so basically some of the areas can be just destroyed. When you progress, you get a special weapon that can do just that. And if you fail in this game, the game kind of mixes things up in a really unique and interesting way. So basically you can spawn in another place. You may find that some items are not there anymore and replaced with others. And really a change that is quite significant. Now the thing is that the game will remember some things that you actually did. So your progression, some of the progression will be maintained. So, I mean, there are no checkpoints here, but that's the game. If you start from the beginning, the game will remember some of your progression. In one situation, I needed to find several puzzle pieces, and I actually got one and I died, but the game remembered that I actually got it, so I didn't need to start from the beginning. So this is kind of a balance the game well when it comes to progression and failing, so it doesn't feel too frustrated when you fail. Now in terms of mechanic, I say to you straight away, because I got stuck like an hour because I didn't know that one of the mechanics exist. Later it's actually showed to me, I don't know why. So basically you can hold and press G to throw an item, all right? Or you can press F to interact with an item, and G also to drop an item. So the thing is that there are different items, some of them are meaningful, some of them are not. But again, just you remember this type of interaction. So it'd be easier for you when you start playing the game. Hopefully you pay attention to everything and you'll know what to do straight away. The game does explain this, of course, but for some reason I just missed it. Now I want to show you actually how the game plays with the second iteration, just in case you fail. For example, in this situation, there was some place where you can go up and enter the school. I needed to actually get something. So as you can see, I find this one. And this was actually useful when I got up to unscrew different screws, two screws, and get inside the building. All right, so this was one way to actually get inside. But eventually I die and I actually spawn at the beginning, but with different type of setup. So this is the moment I got caught, but we can lean with Q and E buttons, but I couldn't evade him, he just caught me and that's it. By the way, you can actually stun him with the gun as well for a few seconds. In some situations can be good, other situations you probably won't be able to get away from the teacher. Nonetheless, I start from the beginning. As you can see, randomizer. Now I start from the beginning, the same yard. I need to get in, but now things are different. Not completely different, but just different. This, for example, I need to just put it there at the same place. Now once I've done that, I look and, wow, it's different now. What's happening? What am I gonna do now? And basically, I can just, enter the building straight away. I was quite surprised, yeah? So So just things iterate. By the way, many things, not just this part, many things will iterate. Some items that you can find will be in different locations. You might spawn in different places. Really, it's really cool. It's really interesting to start. Even if you die, it's kind of interesting to see what you're gonna get. Now I have to tell you, this game is some really crazy jump scares. I'm a person who really, you can scare me in games, really. Everybody says, this our game is scary. I play those games and nothing scares me. This game, I just flew out of my chair. There's some moments, oh my God. And it's really, really intense because the AI here is pretty smart. I was really scared from this teacher, really. Now I have to tell you, this game is designed so good that usually, when I create gameplay videos, I kind of commentate over it while I play. But this one, it was so intensive, I just couldn't do it. I need to be quiet and concentrate. I was so immersed with the game, this is just couldn't speak and play. And I knew that this time around, I'm just gonna do my thing, gonna commentate everything after. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't create a let's play video with just commentating over the gameplay because I was so immersed. I needed to be very quiet and just focus on what I'm doing. That's how good this game actually is. Now, Gravewood High really combines many things and does this correctly. For example, really cool and amazing visuals, very dramatic atmosphere, cool puzzle, challenging gameplay experience. Guys, this game is challenging. I just can't tell you how many times I need to retry and I still haven't finished the game entirely. And there are so many things that I like about the game. The visuals are actually amazing. Everything feels like really dramatic and intense and encapsulates you with the moment, the intensity. You always feel that this teacher is on your back and actually very smart. You can peek to see where he is and make sure you can, for example, in one situation, I just needed him to go to another section, so I needed to turn on the alarm. He went there, I just go behind him and continuing. The puzzles are really, really cool, challenging. Again, not to the extent it's going to be over challenging and frustrating, but again, if you kind of, think a bit, you're going to find the solution. But again, still the game feels challenging, but not to the point where it feels very frustrating. Just the right amount. Now there are areas that the teacher can't actually get there, but if he sees you, he can actually throw something at you. I think like it's poison or something, and can actually kill you. So if you are if he's aware of you and you're in front of him, you're probably already dead. Although again, as I told you, I find that starting from the beginning is not that frustrating, so I can just continue and try to progress as much as possible. Now, what I really like about this game in general is that it doesn't feel gimmicky, cheap. The puzzles, the action, everything just felt perfectly right in place to create a really dramatic but fun gameplay experience. Now, as you play, you're gonna, of course, be more familiar with the mechanics and how stretch you can actually stress the detection, not being detected. But sometimes, even in some situation, for example, like under the table there, that I was able to hide safely, he was able, one time actually, he just pulled me from there. Got me. But the thing is that if you fail here, for example, again, you have the checkpoint. It's not like a checkpoint, you start from the beginning, but beginning in different place, and of course everything changes, but the game remembers. So I didn't actually, for in this example, need to do everything from the beginning because I already got all the pieces that I needed for the puzzle to actually go to that room that I need to actually solve in order to continue. So this is a good thing. So it's not checkpoint, but it's just the game remembers your progression and you can continue from that progression later on. So bottom line is, get this game. It's absolutely amazing. When dying doesn't feel frustrating, everything just feels fresh in you. I really like the ability to keep the progression in some degree, but still not something that will make the game feel easy or too cheap. The puzzles are great. You have options to approach different situations in different ways. Of course, each time you actually start from the beginning. The AI is really smart, by the way, so it will challenge you and you need to be careful. You can't like say, oh my god, this is just too easy, I'm just gonna go here, do that, and you're just gonna fall. The AI is pretty smart, guys, and it's also going to learn the more you actually play. Keep this in mind. Yeah, so this is it. I can't wait to just go back and play some more against this crazy teacher. And I'm gonna see you soon with more cool content, more cool videos about upcoming games. Bottom line, get this game, is absolutely amazing. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers. Bye bye.